Hey y'all, welcome to Divinely Transformed, where freedom begins within. And together, we break the chains of karma, reclaim our power, and rise into divine sovereignty. Your path to autonomy and freedom starts right here. Welcome back to my channel, whichever the case may be. I am so glad that you could be here with me for another installment of Tarot 101. Today, we will be going over the Chariot, which is the next one on the list. All of these all of these tarot cards that I am doing, the meanings and stuff, they will all be in a playlist and eventually. So that way they will all be compiled together as small, compact videos. All right, without further ado, let's get started. The Chariot is the card of Cancer. And the Chariot represents determination, focus, and victory. It represents control through balance and willpower, overcoming obstacles and challenges, integration of opposing forces, and triumph through discipline and direction. So when the Chariot comes up in a reading, it signifies movement, mastery, and victory through focused intent. That's the key. Through focused intent. You're being called to take the reins and guide your path with confidence. Success is within reach, but only if you maintain clarity and self-discipline. The Chariot often appears when you've reached a crossroads and need to unify your emotions and intellect to move forward. The Chariot thrives on inner alignment. When your heart and mind agree, your direction becomes unstoppable. This card also represents the balance of opposing energy, the light and the dark, spiritual and material, suggesting that real victory comes from self-control and harmony within. The karmic gift of the upright Chariot is the power of focused will. You carry the energy of a spiritual warrior, someone who has learned across lifetimes how to channel emotion and intention into purposeful action. You have the ability to transform chaos into progress, to move through challenges and grace with confidence. Your drive and resilience are sacred tools meant to help others find their own strength. The karmic lesson of the Chariot is to lead without domination, to guide your will but not force it. You're learning that true power comes from alignment and not control. The Chariot reminds you that victory achieved without inner balance can become hollow and meaningless. Balance your ambition with compassion. Learn to steer with both strength and sensitivity. When the Chariot is reversed, it is representing the lack of direction or control, losing focus or motivation, inner conflict or an imbalance. It can mean aggression, domination, or burnout. And it can mean feeling pulled in opposite directions. When the Chariot in the reverse comes up in a reading, it suggests a loss of direction or an imbalance. Oh my gosh, this is so annoying. You may feel like your energy is scattered, your confidence shaken, or that external forces are steering your life instead of you. This can also point to over-control, trying so hard to force an outcome that you lose touch with your intuition or your compassion. Alternatively, it can mean surrender is needed before progress can resume. Sometimes the harder you pull, the more resistance you create. Whenever the Chariot is in reverse, it asks you to realign your will, to pause, gather your strength, and reconnect with your purpose before you push ahead. The karmic gift of the Chariot in reverse is resilience through surrender. You have the capacity to learn from setbacks and reroute without losing faith. Life teaches you to yield when necessary, understanding that surrender isn't weakness, but wisdom. This gift allows you to transform frustration into reflection and eventually into growth. The karmic lesson of the reverse chariot is to find alignment before you take action. You're learning not to rush forward when your inner world is divided. The chariot reverse teaches that real movement requires clarity of intention. Your soul is mastering the art of directing your will in harmony with divine timing, not against it. The higher calling of the chariot is to deepen your purpose, which is self-mastery. And in order to achieve self-mastery, it is to not have victory over others, but victory over your own chaos and doubt. It's the archetype of the spiritual warrior who moves forward with faith, discipline, and integrity. The chariot reminds us, control is an illusion. Alignment is power. When your higher self holds the reins, no obstacles can truly block your path. I love that. So, if you found this video helpful, please give it a like or leave a comment. And if you haven't already subscribed, please do. You have nothing to lose, only to gain. And thank y'all so much for supporting my channels and all the ways that y'all do. Don't forget to check me out on TikTok. That information is in the description box below. I post daily content also on TikTok. And thanks again, and I'll talk to y'all soon.